Let us understand the doubly covalently bonded molecule, namely oxygen. Atomic number of oxygen is 8 and its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4. As we can see from the electronic configuration, the atom of oxygen is containing only 6 electrons in its valence shell. It is running short of 2 more electrons to attain the stable octet configuration as ns2 np6. So whatever is true for one atom of oxygen will be the same case for all the atom of oxygen. So let us write the Lewis electron dot structure for this to understand how this covalent bond is being formed between the two atoms of oxygen. So 6 dots around the oxygen atom and another oxygen atom also having 6 electrons. So now they both donate the electron to a common pool. Now what happens when they donate the electron to a common pool? These two are the electrons of oxygen atom, of this oxygen atom, and these two are the electrons of the other oxygen atom. So now what happens? The donated electrons would be shared among the participating oxygen atoms equally. Now let us count the number of electrons belonging to this atom of oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in the outermost shell it is having 8 electrons for this oxygen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these two atoms of oxygen are combined by double covalent bond, or formed by double covalent bond. So this is an example where we find the existence of two covalent bonds. Now let us take up the example of nitrogen molecule, which is bounded by triple covalent bond. Let us analyze this molecule clearly. Atom of nitrogen is having the atomic number as 7 and its configuration goes like this: 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. So how many valence electrons are there? Second shell is the valence shell and it's having 3 plus 2, 5 electrons. Often students make the mistake of just only looking at this shell and the electrons. You also need to look at which shell it is. Just not only the final orbital of p and then telling the number as 3. So be very cautious about it. It's not 3 electrons. The atom of nitrogen is containing 5 valence electrons. So if you got to represent that in Lewis electron dot structure, around the atom of nitrogen, we need to place 5 electrons according to Lewis electron dot structure. So same to be done for other atom of nitrogen, because for element nitrogen the valence electrons count would be 5. Now in order to achieve the stable octet configuration as ns2 np6, how many electrons are required by this nitrogen atom? 5 is already there. It requires 3 more electrons to attain the stable octet structure. So what do they do now? Each atom of nitrogen will donate 3 electrons to a common electron pool, and the donated electron is shared among them mutually. It is shared among them mutually. So now what happens to this nitrogen? These electrons belong, and for this nitrogen also this donated electron belongs. So as a result, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 electrons are present in the outermost shell of this atom of nitrogen. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This atom of nitrogen is also containing 8 electrons. So how many bonds are there? With 2 electrons, 1 bond happens. So therefore, 3 bonds. So between the 2 atoms of nitrogen, they are linked by triple covalent bonds. So both the atoms of nitrogen has got its valence structure satisfied with the stable octet electronic configuration. So during the bond formation, all the energy that is being used for bond formation, therefore they will possess only minimum amount of energy, thereby they are stable molecules. So therefore 3 types of covalent bonds based on the numbers, namely singly covalently bonded molecules, we learned the example of HCl. Double covalently bonded molecules, we learned the example of oxygen molecule, and triply covalently bonded molecules, we learned the example of nitrogen molecule. So in general, how a covalent bond is being formed? By the mutual sharing of electrons between the participating atoms.